What do we got for this group? We got a group of rogues with Lucron leading the charge. We got Lucron, we got I See You. Ooh, that's Smog. I like it. We got gang in here. You don't look like a gang. You need to get like a mohawk or something for your rogue so it fits better. Burnett, and we got us a Boomer playing out the more of that Outlaw. We got our team blue. We got Aver in here. We got Chet. We got Chet in here. Chet from college. We got Carkweller. We got Kyle Jr. We got Thundress. We got everybody in here. Carkweller walking up first. Who's going to be going first versus Boomer? Oh my goodness. Are we going to see for a big old Outlaw Rogue 1v5 yet again? Is that what we're going to see out of Boomer? And they're going to walk to each other. Get that nice bow in there. I like it, boys. I like it. Carkweller and Boomer. I was thinking we were going to see some Luco in action today. But we'll see, man. I want more after this. We'll see, Seawark. We'll see. Cheap shot opener by Boomer onto Carkweller into a back-to-back stun. Get himself a little bit home. Interesting choice of trinket by Carkweller. Does get the charge into Boomer though. And Boomer is just gonna follow up with more damage, but it's gonna be a Stormbolt out of Kark. As he's getting himself Reckless is going, gonna get disarmed off the bat. That's going to be massively by Kark. Boomer is going to grapple to him, trying to see if he can continue the damage, continue the onslaught. Carkweller has massive pikes. He's going to be able to use those to swing and take down Boomer. Actually getting his shield up really early. Lots of damage coming in from Boomer into another stun into Carkweller. Killing Spirit to follow. Try to get the maximum amount of damage he can into a blind. Looks like he also had him with a Maledict. Looks like he's just going to go for a full reset. You know, we're going to open up with an ambush, trying to go for a full between the eyes stun. Is going to get it with a Lucid Dreams energy flowing through him. Markforth one through back to back. Is going to go for a disarm on Carkweller to follow. Disarm into a stun into a disarm. Not going to let him play the game at all. Does land a stun into Boomer. He's not going to trick it out of Kark. Is trying to recover a little bit of health, but doesn't have enraged regeneration. Kind of threw it away during one of the bursts by Boomer. That's going to be a nice opener and a finisher by Boom. Next up is going to be Chet from college up next. There's going to be Cloak of Shadows immediately by Boomer, so he can maybe get a slow into Chet and bail out of there with the sprint. Going to try to separate and catch himself at least a reset versus Chet. As a Red Pally, this is going to be actually like the hardest duel. No, besides Kyle Jr. Red Pally is generally one of the hardest for an Outlaw to deal with because Red Pally with Bop and Bubble and Shield of Vengeance, and if they go eye for an eye, ooh, it's tough, man. It's tough. Chet getting some opener damage on him. Hand of Freedom coming down. Boomer is just going to continue pistol shotting him for days, trying to see if he can get those pants procs to work. Trying to see if he can proc in the guy. He's going to land a disarm onto Chet. Chet is not going to be able to go for a big setup. He's going to get a Hodge into Shield of Vengeance, onto Boom, into Wings, trying to see if he can one-shot him blind on Chet. Is that going to force a trick out of him? He does force a trick advantage for Boomer. Does Chet AoE him out? I think he does hit him, which is why he's walking so slow, but it doesn't leave damage over time like it used to back at Legion. And while Chet is down below, Boom is just going to go for that regenerating really quick. Get himself a nice set of buffs. Does get, not the best buffs. You got okay-ish buffs. Going to be a Drone Rush for Boom. Going to land a full stun onto Chet. Trying to see if he can maximize the damage. Is going to throw in a Maledict and then just start building up onto Chet. Trying to reduce as much healing as he takes. And that's going to be another set of wings for Chet right now. Boom could go for another setup. Could go for a disarm if he has it. Killing Spirit to follow. No Hodge Cup available for Chet for a while. Going to be a bubble out of Chet. That's going to be another one of those cooldowns the Boomer is going to need to get out of Chet. Boom is trying to just run it from him. Grappling all the way across. Trying to chick out Chet. And Chet just doesn't have the pony anymore to catch up to Boomer. As Boom is looking for that reset. Does land the sap in there. Looks like Boom has a heal, and it's gonna have to get a second vial rolling so you can maintain the healing going. Another heal back to back. Gonna get a Lucid Dream rolling in the opener into a full stun onto Chet. No chicken available for 30 seconds at least. Could be a disarm out of Boom. No chickens out of it, out of that Hodge. A Chet Bob coming out pretty early on, and Boom has a lot of cooldowns available for him. Gonna get another heal rolling because Chet is doing exactly the same thing. Just gonna go for a bit of a reset. So that's Bubble down, Shield of Vengeance down. Trick is going to be available very close for Chet very soon. But Boom gets in there, gets offensive already with an interrupt into a disarm. So Chet can't even get physical damage rolling on him. But it's most of the physical damage into a stun. Chet has the trick in just a few seconds. Is he going to go for it? He does use it, but Boomer does have him down with wings coming out. Chet trying to go for a last plea of mercy from the gods above. Nothing he can really do about it. And Thundress changing up his Mog a little bit, changing up his helmet. Boom is just going to play this as solid by the books as possible, not gonna allow RNG or any random things to happen, is get himself a really good buff for sustainability. So he actually could sit on Thundress for the full duration. Lightning Lasso is gonna not separate these two really, because Thundress didn't go anywhere, but it's gonna do some damage. The back-to-back stuns of the Boomer does have the double zaps available. Boomer does have Cloak for it. Thundress is gonna throw away both of his lightning bolts into Cloak of Shadows. This way he's gonna get himself his, what is... He got Lucid Dream? Does that get him a lot of resources, I guess? Stun into that Hex, out of that Maledict, try to get a knockback onto Boom. Looks like it's not going to take him anywhere. Going to get a wall up and running. Boom. We just continue to chug the damage into him. Hex trying to come out. Going to get interrupted on nature. No way to heal. No way to do real damage. No way to even CC. Boom. With a lasso. That's going to be a lasso coming out. Boom. Doesn't have a ticket for it, but does Thundress come out of this one alive. Had a Maledict sitting in Boom into a blind trick inside of it. Gouge before he jumps off the bridge. And Boom, I think, wants to go just to end him right now. Get himself a reroll. Not even sure what buff he's got. Doesn't even matter. Gets another interrupt on Thundress and taking him out like a swashbuckler that he is, dude. Look at him. Shoulders broad, walking around. He doesn't care, dude. He doesn't care. Aviar's up next as, I want to say, Assassination, maybe? Or Subtlety? That would definitely throw a wheel. Oh, that bow was perfectly timed, boys. Did Aver realize it? I thought Aver maybe was still looking for Boom. Is going to get himself a reroll. Not the best buff for damage. Is going to want to reroll out of that. Going to be a subtle to rogue. Cheap shot into kidney shot. I think DR does a little bit. Chicken out of Aver pretty early on. Might have been a massive mistake. Does land Boomer into a blind. It's his cooldowns for Boomer. So Aver, you know, was like, you know what? I made a mistake. Let me go again. No, actually, it doesn't let a sap on Boomer. Just continue to go back-to-back damage. Might have been the mistake that it makes him pay for it. Gonna be a gouge for Boomer into a stun. Killing Spirit of Fall, it doesn't really have the resource to get the big damage rolling. Getting that second swing of concoction rolling as well. Second sipping up on him. That's going to be evasion for Aver. Does get a shadow step to Boom. That's going to Boom grappling, juking him around. Oh my god. Very well done. Could pistol shot Aver and keep him at bay, keeping him slow. Chicken out of Boomer off of that kidney. Aver is going to get himself a heal and a vanish rolling, but without dots, Boomer is going to be kind of in a bad spot. Cheap shot into Boomer. DR'd so heavily, and Aver is going to go for, I want to say he plays Crucible. Shadow step onto Boomer, does still get disarmed. Is trying to go for a little bit of that auto attack, swing his paws, his claws. Stun comes in and Boomer is going to take him out. Kyle Jr. is going to be the last man on Team Blue left standing. For Boom, this is just not a fight he wants to be in. Feral's already beat Outlaw pretty heavily, but that's not just any Feral. That's Kyle motherfucking Jones over there. Goddamn, boys. Alright, give Boomer your energy so we might be able to go for a 1v5. That's very unlikely, but maybe, just maybe, Kyle getting opened up by Boom is going to get a dot or two rolling on him off the bat. Kyle popping in a bear form right as Boom tried to go in for a grapple in. So that was perfect for Kyle. Thorns to follow. That's going to be Boom trying to get some slows. Cloaking Shot is coming up a little bit early. Kyle is going to get on top of Boom into a bash. No chicken available for Boom, so he's going to be able to get full dodge. Big bite into Boom. Lots of damage in a single setup. You know, popping Karn. Boom is going to get a trinket going for a little bit extra health. Blind onto Kyle. It looks like Kyle doesn't have a trinket for 8 more seconds or something. Is that correct? Boom's actually going to go for a bit of food. Oh, it's just stunned to Kyle. He's not going to trick it out of it. Boom is just going to do some damage in with a kill sprint to follow. Try to see if he can make a play. Going to be big damage turning around onto Boom. Parry coming out. Wall coming in for Kyle. Kyle definitely has a massive damage. Boom popping in that Lucid just to get as much energy as possible. Massive heal coming in from Lucron's Hellstone. Try to see if he can do anything to Kyle. Thorns to follow. Boomer's in a really, really bad spot. Kyle could just go for a restart and get a massive meaty opener on him. Boom sitting on the underside. Is he going to be able to dodge the fella? Somehow does grapple around and maybe the bleeds will not sit long enough. Does dodge the opener by the Feral. Oh, actually gets him out of stealth. Actually denies the opener by Kyle, which is very well done for Boom. Could go for another stun again. Does Boom have a blind back up? That's the question. He's trying to kite Kyle as best possible. Pistol shots and keeping him afloat. Stun onto Kyle as he gets an opener. And Boom is trying to go for some damage, but he just doesn't have anything to follow up right now. And Kyle is just going to power shift as much as he can. Gouge onto the Feral. And Boom could maybe grapple hook. He's just trying to save his mobility. Just trying to keep Kyle at bay with pistol shots. That's about all he could really do. Kyle does jump down. Trick coming out for Boom. Could go for maybe grapple hook. Is going to be a stun to Boom. Very, very short stun though. Kyle could have maybe something planned. Stun to Kyle, but he does dip into bear form, predicting Boom's damage. And Boom has the adrenaline rush rolling, but not a lot he can really do with it. All he can do is pistol shot Kyle and try to bail away from Kyle. Leaping in. Gouge coming out to separate these two for a moment. Boom, if he can get himself some good cooldowns, a full stun, and get some real big damage to Kyle when he's outside of bear form, that might be perfect. He's gonna get a Crimson Vial rolling, a second one at least. That's gonna be a restyle by Kyle. No, it was not. Pistol shot still flying. Boom is gonna get opened up. Kyle is gonna go for big incarn. Big bites are gonna come out. Boom is gonna overspawn with a stun. Doesn't have the biggest damage into Kyle. So Kyle doesn't trinket this at all. And Boom is continuing to run. Good grapple hookup. He does grapple hookup. Continuing to pistol shot Kyle. Look at Kyle's health, man. He's back up to full. Blind, not gonna trinket it. Not gonna trinket that blind. He is so confident he can win this duel. He doesn't even need to trinket just to finish up Boom. Boom is wasting his time, but he's getting cooldowns back. Look at Boom's parry. He's going to have a parry back up soon. He's going to get a couple ticks of food. Waiting now for his concoctions to get back to cooldown, and is going to be able to have a Warlock House. And stun onto Kyle. Force a trick out of him. Stun onto Boom. Could go down right here in a single bite. Could be parry out of Boom. Immediate parry. It's going to be maybe a cloak out of Boom too, because that is Thorns. That is Thorns. He has parry up, but he's kind of showing Kyle his back the whole time. That may be bad for him. Maybe he can get a Vanish off. Try to go for a Vanish. Vanish didn't even happen. Is going to get another trinket rolling for a little bit more health. Gouging Kyle right before he ends him with a Cloak of Shadows just to get out of that route. And Kyle is going to have a second wall available any moment now. Boom might have to go for another stun here, if any. He does land a stun to Kyle. But it looks like he's just trying to go for a bit of a reset. Gonna regenerate without any of the dots. Kyle does Moonfire him ASAP. And it's going to leap right on top of him. Couldn't get the Gouge onto the Feral Leap. That's going to be a badge getting those dots back up and running for Boom. This is going to be a tough fight, man. Barely any health left. Any of these abilities could literally proc on Boom, and he'll be ended right here, right now. Another short stun onto Kyle. Warlock Hellstone coming in close, keeping Boom afloat for a little bit longer. Thorns are up. He's going to grapple out of it. Does Kyle leap on top of him? He roots Boom up above. Does a leap on top of him, though? Could go maybe for Gouge. No, big shred. Not even shred, like Brutal Slash, and that was it. We actually lost a guy because he just DC'd from waiting, I guess. Yo, if you guys get into these duels, make sure you're moving around. Make sure you're actually doing so, or you get DC'd. We lost a man on Team Red, but he won't even get to play. He won't even have a chance. Cheap shot onto Kyle. Oh, did he? No, I think Boom was the first one. Kyle cheap shotted in the opener by Gang, playing that assassination. Poison Bomb doing quite a bit. There's going to be a cyclone. Does he trick out of it? He does. Kyle still doesn't have a trinket. If Gang. I want to say Gang. This is a lot better of a name. Walking out. If you could just get a full stun onto Kyle without a trinket, could actually end him right now with a Vendetta. That might have been it. That might have been the fruits of labor that Boom has set up with that full duel. Boom was setting it up for the longest time. And Gang ended it. Ooh. Oh my god, that healing for Boom. Are Outlaw Rogues busted just like Ferals now? Are Outlaw Rogues Ferals? He healed a lot. Healed a lot. Are Outlaw Rogues Ferals? Oh my god, we just talked about Feral healing. Is Outlaw broken too? Oh, Jesus, boys. Jesus.